this is a mental health vlog. I made a mental health vlog yesterday, so I thought I'd make another one today. I don't usually do them so close together, but I'm going through such a rough patch, and you don't even know how talking to a camera helps. Because it's sort of like there's not a person here, and I don't just want to be sitting wallowing in misery. I want to sort of... That's why I've washed my hair, so my hair is washed. It might be a bit wet still, actually, but I've washed my hair, and I've put some mascara on and some lip gloss. So yeah, looking very glamorous in my depression. I have to admit, it's not so bad at right now. It's more... I feel like it's so hard because I'm kind of grabbing for these moments of okayness, and it's actually really hard. Like, I can't sleep. I get really, really scared at night, and it's ridiculous. It's like panic attacks. I know it's ridiculous, but I get scared, and I sort of don't sleep for ages, and I think weird things. Like, you know when you have a panic attack and you think you're gonna die, or you think you're really ill, or you think, oh god, I'm gonna have a heart attack or something like that. I don't know why this happens to me at night, but recently it has been, and they have upped my anti-anxiety medication, but the only side effect of that seems to be that it's making me sleep in really late, because it kind of makes you sleepy, which is good because, you know, I don't necessarily want to be awake when I'm home alone in the day because it's hard, but also it's not nice to wake up late and then feel like the day is gone, and yeah. So strategies I'm employing at the moment are colouring. I'm doing an adult colouring book. Yeah, I know. I used to think that kind of thing was not silly. I didn't frown on it, but I didn't think it would help me because I'm quite impatient and I can get really agitated when I feel bad. But I got the Game of Thrones colouring book and I've been doing some of that, and it's actually weirdly therapeutic. I didn't think it would be, but it so is. In fact, I'm going to go get you, I'll show you 2 of the pages I've done. I've only done one in a bit, but I'll show you. Okay. So here's the Game of Thrones colouring book, the official Game of Thrones colouring book, and it has Cersei on the front, so it drew me in right away. Yeah, let me find the bits I did. So first of all, the first one I did was the Cersei Lannister one, because I love Cersei. I know I shouldn't, but I do. So here she is in all her glory. And to do the owl, how can I get this on the screen properly? I actually looked at pictures of owls and tried to get the coat looking nice. And I used like glitter gel pens to do like the damask on her under thingy in her dress, and her hair I tried to shade like real hair. I should have done that darker really, but I enjoyed doing that. And also a small detail I noticed in this picture which just interested me is that I think these are supposed to be like a tapestry, but I think it's supposed to be the maiden and the mother. So the mother I couldn't really make into anyone, but the maiden is Sansa, so I tried to make Sansa there. Anyway, so there's Cersei, and I also did House Tyrell, the sort of sigil for House Tyrell. Here you are. It's not completely finished, but almost. Yeah, I'm quite proud of that. I am House Tyrell myself. I have discussions like this with my brother all the time. Why is the colour gone so weird in here? I swear I just went bright yellow. But yeah, we have conversations like this all the time, and I am definitely House Tyrell, just because of these conversations my brother and I have. I think I fit into House Tyrell. You know, it's like the LGBT, flowery, political kind of bullshitting house, isn't it? And I think that fits me down to a T. What else have I been doing? I've been watching Orange is the New Black. I finished it this morning. I've been watching it on repeat because when I don't sleep at night, I get really panicky at night. So I just try and watch TV on my laptop like for as long as I can until I get really tired and I go to sleep. But I've been watching Orange is the New Black and I've just finished it, and I'm really shocked by that. I really did not see what happened coming. I won't say because you might not have seen it yet. I expect some people haven't, because I sort of like watched it really quickly, like numerous episodes in quick succession. So I'll probably go back and re-watch, like, so I can take more of it in, but what an ending. I don't even know what I think about it. I'm still a bit shocked, to be honest. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that series. I also would like to know if there's any other series that you would recommend to me that I can watch, because at the moment I'm finding it really hard to sleep and I like to watch something and get my brain going. So yeah, my brother recommended, what was it? It's like the Avengers cartoon, but he said it's really good because I'm really... As you can see, I'm really into Marvel, and I don't care. I have no shame. I don't care if it's a kid's cartoon. Like, I love it. I love that stuff. I love my superheroes. So there's that. I've watched How to Get Away with Murder, so don't recommend that one because I've already seen it. I tell you what, I'm thinking about watching Rain, but I'm really not sure. I was put off watching Rain because there was someone linked me to a video from that. I know it's about the young Mary Queen of Scots, so it really should interest me, and it even has young Elizabeth I in it. But I caught a scene where Elizabeth finds out that her mother, aka Anne Boleyn, and her uncle, aka Anne's brother, George Boleyn, had, you know, relations, ancestral relations, and that is so... I don't know if I can watch that show if they're going with that story, because I hate that story so much. Like, there is no basis... There's no basis in history for that. There's no fact to lead to that. That's just this sensationalised thing that Philippa Gregory put in her book The Other Boleyn Girl, and I don't hold it against her because that's fiction, but I just don't know why you'd put that in Rain. Ugh, it kind of turned me off a bit, but if it's good, I'll watch it anyway, and I'll just sort of like grimace through those scenes. Tell me if it's any good. I really want to watch something else that's good. I haven't been writing for a while. Obviously I'm writing my novel, but when I'm feeling very low, I try not... I do still write, but I don't write for my novel because my novel is written through the perspective of a certain character, and I feel like when I'm low, I don't want to seep any of my feelings into the character. It's very important that she's herself, and like I've got a very strong sense of her, and I don't want to be putting any of that downiness into her. I want her to feel very real. So yeah, I'm finding it really hard to get into her head right now because my head is so out of it, but that will get easier, I'm sure, in time. So yeah, I don't really think there's anything else to say. Oh, because this is a mental health vlog, it was Father's Day on the 19th, wasn't it? There's two things about that actually. First of all, I did see my dad, but I only saw him on the doorstep, which is sad. Usually we were going to go out just like 5 minutes away because I can't drive very far, but we were going to go 5 minutes away and just like have a breakfast, but which I wouldn't eat, by the way. I usually just sit there with like a glass of water while my brother and my dad eat like fried breakfasts, because I have a horror of eating out, especially when I'm not like with my mum. But yeah, he came to the door. I told him I couldn't go, but he still came to the door so I could give him his present. I did him a sketch for Father's Day, but I feel bad that I didn't see him. But I really wasn't very well. I'm really panicking out at this point in time. Sometimes it gets a little bit easier and I can go with my mum and I'm okay, but even with my mum at this point, I'm just having full-on panic attacks in public, and it's embarrassing. And I know it shouldn't be embarrassing, but it is. It feels embarrassing because, I mean, at the time it doesn't matter. At the time you're too engrossed in the panic attack. It's just when you get home and you think, oh my lord, like everyone was looking at me. I was crying. I'm 22 and I was crying in Sainsbury's. Yeah, it's hard. I'm trying to not think about what other people think of me. I mean, most people, I'm sure they don't care. I mean, I don't. I'd feel bad if I saw someone crying, but I wouldn't think, oh, it's like a big event in my life. But it is hard because it's not the sort of person I want to be, you know? I don't want to be that person that's shaking and crying in public and begging my mum to take me home. It's just not me. It's hard. It's like another part of me. It's horrible. I hate it. It's not who I want to be. But anyway, what I did watch on the 19th. I don't know if you've ever seen the YouTube series Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Now, if you are someone who has like derealisation or very easily triggered by unreality kind of stuff, don't watch it. It's like psychological horror kind of thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's just weird and unsettling. But if you are okay with that kind of thing, and it's got raw meat and stuff in it as well, like some kind of mild gore, if you are okay with that kind of thing, then I'd give it a watch. There's 6 episodes, and it's... I don't even know. It's so weird. I don't know if you watch it, but I was writing theories on that, because the last one, we don't know if it's the last one or not, the last instalment was released on the 19th, on Father's Day. So I watched that with my brother, and yeah, it's really scary. I'd be really interested to know your theories on it, but I don't want anyone to go into it and get like horribly like freaked out, so make sure you're prepared and maybe read some reviews of it before you go into it, because I warn you, it's weird. It's very weird and unsettling. But if you can handle it, I mean, it's a great thing. It's an amazing set of short films. It's wonderful. And they're really short, these videos, really short. What else can I tell you? Oh, on Father's Day as well, my granddad came round for like a tea. My mum just did like some rolls and things, and so my grandma and granddad came round, and it was really nice to have granddad around. Like, I don't know if I can't remember what I tell you guys, but I'm really close to my granddad. Like, I love him so much. I feel like just very attached to him. So it's so nice to have granddad around. He makes me laugh so much. He's wonderful. But yeah, that was really nice. It was very nice indeed. Oh, and I'm watching the football. I don't know if you're watching, if you're in Europe, it's like the European Championships or something, but I am a traitor to my own country, I'm afraid, because I'm not supporting England. I always support Germany. I just think Germany are amazing footballers, and also I have, this is not the reason I support Germany, by the way, but I have a big crush on Thomas Muller. You probably might know that, but I just think he's gorgeous. I think he's lovely. And also, the hard thing about being bisexual is that I was like doing a bit of online stalking, like, oh, Thomas Muller, is he single? I found out when he was in the World Cup that he's actually got a wife called Lisa or Liza Muller, and she's also really attractive. She's really beautiful. That's the struggle of being bi, because you get one celebrity crush, you check out who they're dating, and instead of getting jealous, you get another crush. So yeah, but I'm really enjoying that. I really love football, but I really love good football, I should say. I love it when different people from like different countries play each other, because you've got the best of the best, but I can't seem to get into the English like league stuff, you know, with like all the different teams. I just can't seem to get into it. I don't know why that is, but I love a World Cup or something like that. I love football, I really do, but I don't like playing it, and I don't like it when people get horrible over it, because it's just a game. That annoys me when people get like ultra competitive over stuff like football. It's a game, we're all adults here. So yeah, that kind of made me distance myself from it a little bit when I was younger. It's weird. I come from a footballing family. Maybe one day I'll like explain that to you a little bit more. I've never been involved in football, but I guess I've inherited the love of good football. Yeah. Okay, I love you loads. I'll see you really soon. Oh, I got an email. Okay, love you. Bye.